What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 2 of our Madden 26 franchise mode with the Las Vegas Raiders. In episode number 1, we went through the preseason where we went undefeated, and it all set up for the main event, which was our Week 1 road game against the New England Patriots. And here's how that went. It was a game where every feature player, when I looked and previewed the roster, that I was like, this guy is going to have to be a guy for us. Every single one of them stepped up, including Geno Smith, as we had a great touchdown here going to Trey Tucker, who only is playing because he stood out during the preseason, and that is him running away from one of the best corners in the NFL in Christian Gonzalez. It was such a good debut, and what a perfect way to start the series. So I like the pace that we set in that first episode. We played 4 games, and I feel like that's kind of the format that I want to continue here in this series. I think the worst thing that can happen with these like main franchise modes is you go like 1 game, 2 games an episode, and then it comes, you're in January, and you're like, you know, almost done year 2. I think the pacing needs to be appropriate, and I think 4 games per episode, that's going to give us, what, around 5 to 6 episodes a season. I think that's where we need to be. But as always, I'm going to be taking your guys' feedback in the comments, and we can approach this as a series made for the community, by the community, and any adjustments you want to see. But my plan for today is 4 games. We have Week 2 against the Chargers. Nice little divisional matchup, our home opener. We have Week 3 against the Commanders. Week 4 against the Chicago Bears. And then we have the finale of today's episode, which will be a road game against the Colts. Looking at this matchup, I feel like Colts and Bears, like those are going to be competitive games. And given our performance against the Patriots, we should feel optimistic in those ones. Chargers will be tough. Commanders on the road will be tough. I do think, and I'm incredibly biased as an Eagles fan, I do think the Commanders are the most overrated team going into this season. They severely overachieved last year. Be happy for it. I don't want to dampen the spirits. You should be excited. You have a young franchise quarterback that looks awesome, right? Figure out the scary Terry situation. Maybe things won't be so bad. But you overachieved last year, and assuming that that is now like where the Commanders are at as an organization is ridiculous to me. They're still a playoff team. This is still going to be an incredibly difficult game, especially it being on the road here for our Vegas Raiders, and probably the toughest game in this episode. But I think we're going to be competitive in all of these matchups. And throw your prediction of where you think our record's going to be after this. I think we get at least 2 wins. Game 1's a very small sample size, but we're playing on default all Madden. And yes, we kind of had to transform into a different beast. Our final form, our final boss for our debut episode. But 4 touchdowns, no picks, Geno Smith. Ashton Jeanty went for 164 yards. I saw some people saying, why aren't the RB2s and stuff like that getting reps? Well, we are having Ashton Jeanty have rest during practice. He is not practicing. We are going to give him as many carries as he can handle as a rookie. Now, from a discrepancy standpoint, maybe we get the other guys more involved a little bit. But I mean, 20 carries is not ridiculous, especially for a rookie. Thornton popped off 150 yards and a touchdown. Brock Bowers got involved. Trey Tucker, the preseason standout, it was him and Colin Johnson. Both ended up making the roster. But I mean, Trey Tucker got that play of the week running away from Christian Gonzalez, which was sick. Jacoby Myers with a touchdown. I will say defensively, this is a ghost pick. I played the whole game. There's no snap I think I would have missed for this pick to happen. They gave Darian Porter a pick. So that's kind of cool. Our pass rush needs to get figured out. Yes, we were able to get 2 TFLs for Maxx Crosby, which is, not a terrible game, but we just could not finish the job on Drake May. And we were close. Maxx Crosby, there was probably 3 sacks that were left on the table from that game against Drake May. So that is the number one thing I want to see in this episode is our pass rush get figured out a little bit. No one scored more touchdowns in our first episode than our defensive tackle / fullback hybrid, JJ Pegues, a.k.a. Big Sexy. And because if you play 2 different positions, it only counts stats for your main position, and it wasn't giving him credit for his fullback touchdowns, I said, you know what? Let's throw on an neck roll, and let's make him a full-time fullback the same way that he was utilized at Ole Miss. I'm not just memeing and putting a D-tackle at fullback. He was an offensive weapon at Ole Miss. I really do wish his Madden stats reflected that, but stats or not, he had, I think, 4 touchdowns throughout the preseason and Week 1. We're going to have that continue here. I'm going to highlight our weekly loadout just right now. I'm not going to do it before every single game. I will when we change, and the only way it's going to be changing is when we get new unlocks. But we're going to go with after-school tutor, self-explanatory, very good ability. You locked in for 5 weeks. I do have a complaint, which I'll get to in just 1 second with that. We're going to go with Edge Wizards. Clearly, Maxx Crosby doesn't need these boosts, but everybody else does. Our Tyree Wilsons, our Malcolm Kuntzes of the world. I want our pass rush to be a lot better than what it was week 1, and this is going to give those guys the best chance possible. Then we're going to buff old man Geno Smith with Field General, and hopefully we can continue to upgrade that. We got 4 touchdowns in game 1. We didn't have it active, and you can see we can get the natural, organic upgrade by getting 3 pass touchdowns a game 2 times, so I'd like to be able to get that at least up to level 2 in today's episode. We're going to go with a heavy sets play sheet as well as a batch O blitzes play sheet. Again, all these things are pending future unlocks. Now, the thing that I don't like is, as you can see, we have after-school tutor, and it's going to be loaded for 5 weeks. We just finished our first course of 5 weeks, and then it becomes, like, unequipped. I don't like that, because now this whole, like, oh, I got to re-equip it for this week, I lose, for this 1 week, my 6 trading spots. Like, there should be a way just to, like, kind of keep it active and have it roll over at the end of the week. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Another thing is wear and tear. The comments were about how much touches we gave Ashton Jeanty during the week. Well, we've gone ahead and I've adjusted and set some custom practice settings here with the wear and tear. So we're going to be resting Geno Smith. And I feel like for this, the argument should be made, because this is where you want player XP. Like our veterans that aren't going to gain a whole lot of XP, like Geno Smith, Raheem Mostert. I went with Brock Bowers. I went with Colton Miller. These guys don't need the full range of XP to especially open up the risk of injury. There's other starters, though, that absolutely are going to need it. I think like Jack Betch getting it. He has a dev trait. Dante Thornton, his has a dev trait. You want to get him involved. Same with Grant and Caleb Rogers, our 2 rookie dev trait players. We are starting on the right-hand side of the offensive line. But for the most part, like our Brock Bowers and our Ashton Jeantys of the world, they're going to be taking quite a bit of punishment during the week. Every single game, we have to rely on them. Same with Maxx Crosby on the defensive side of the ball. But you are going to want to manage these. Don't just go with what the computer says, or else your team is going to be destroyed with wear and tear come season's end. Look, I mean, even here, Dante Thornton, who we need to be our baller. We had him on full reps, and we're already getting hit with a -1 to his speed. So it's, you know, maybe just the way to do it is all your starters, like key starters, put them in half-pad practices, and then your developmental guys that are, you know, bench guys, maybe just work on them getting a full amount of XP. Philadelphia gets the Chargers here, but Kai Becton, the starting right guard, coming over from the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, is going to be out. I would say based off of week 1, they look like a balanced team. Like Herbert was solid, not a crazy amount of rushing production. Hampton, the rookie, got 2 touchdowns. Ladd McConkey went over 100 yards, which you need to be concerned about. But they were very similar to us defensively, no picks. They only got 1 sack from Khalil Mack. So it's going to be a competitive game. Now this should be cool. We got a Monday night primetime game to kick off our home opener on the season. Like the torch. Charles Woodson there. You know, it is a ridiculous demand, but it would be kind of cool if we had like a couple rotating legends every now and again. Raiders got a bunch. Oh, Chucky up there. But for me, it's all about the pass rush. We got to get it going. Jamal Adams was a standout in the last episode. Oh, I'm going to get one of these picks. They keep trying me. They keep testing me in coverage. One of these times, I'm going to house it. I'm going to hawk it, and it's going to be a pick 6. Oh, no. Okay. Marion Hampton, good first carry. Not great pursuit, not great run assignments. That is the downside of running stunts. Run towards a stunt. Good things can happen. Oh, we go! First sack of the year! Who else? Who else? Maxx Crosby, Mad Max, Adam Butler getting involved. That is what we want to see. We've had some outstanding pass rushers throughout the history of our main channel franchises. Shout out BJ Ojolari with the Cardinals. Oh, come on, dude. That's trash. Who else have we had? Just absolute sack machine. Remember way back, Fletcher. I remember I broke, first time in a series that I ever broke the sack record. Wow, the tush push, kind of. was Fletcher Cox at the tackle for my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. But we need to stop reminiscing about the past here and lock in for this drive. Big sack, thought we were home free. Maxx Crosby. That's one thing that's just so weird about this playbook. Like, I get he has the skill set to do it, but it does feel like just on a lot of these base plays, you have Maxx Crosby dropping back into coverage. Which, I don't know. Call me crazy. Feel like there's other things you could do there. Wow, I mean, just, you're not going to see a worse drive. One big sack. Other than that, methodical, and they chewed up over half the first quarter. Now it's our time to respond. One thing we did not face at any point in our Week 1 game against the Patriots was trailing. So we got Jeanty back here with the Michael Myers stance. And I can't tell you enough how worried I was doing this series and picking the Raiders, knowing how freaking difficult it is to run the football in college football 26. I was like, oh, it's going to be more of the same in Madden. And, like, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, through our first game, right? I mean, maybe it's just how our team's built, but running the football, definitely doable. Second and 10, so maybe him a little play action here. Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers. Oh, that's a nice PBU. I like that matchup, though. It's against a linebacker. Usually you'll take Jacoby Myers in that. Now we'll go with a play style. Ooh, Thornton. What kind of corners do they have there in L.A.? Kind of want the safe pass there. Yeah, we got a punt. 3rd and 2. They go fullback. Let's go. Read that the whole way. You ain't got a big sexy like we got a big sexy in the backfield. Great stand by the defense. Getting us right back in this one here in the first quarter. Follow a pattern. Like start the drive with Jeanty. And then we hit him with the psych. Oh, my God. A Khalil Mack, the veteran. You are not confusing him with that. Damn. Raiders never should have let him go. How the Chargers responded. We sacked him with Maxx Crosby, and they went on and had a methodical drive all the way down the field. So now it's going to be on us to do the exact same. He's a 2,000 yards from scrimmage type player. Didn't love that, him getting up, especially because, we're managing his reps during the week in practice so that he can withstand the punishment throughout the week. And there we go. That is going to be forward progress. Looked like that was going to be an it. I think we got to consider maybe going for this. 4th and 3 at midfield. Do we trust Ashton Jeanty to get this? I feel like we need a spark offensively. Oh, come on, man. At the line. That is junk spot, man. We got to get some home cooking on this. Al Davis would have made sure the refs had a home game. That would have been a first down. I mean, you know what they say, dude. All Madden, they're going to catch pretty much everything. Like, who is that? Who's 83? Who's the starting tight end for the Chargers? Conklin? Oh, there's a broken ankle. Jesus, man. Oh, Marion Hampton has heard all week. You are the afterthought in this matchup. It is Ashton Jeanty is the rookie running back in this game. And he's hit about 7 spin moves in 2 drives. And there you go. See, like, I did feel like that Patriots game was a little too good to be true. This is not great. Just shoddy tackling. Jermaine Pratt, no excuse. There we go. About time we get someone with a blown play. Jacoby Myers. There's the response we needed. He may not be the funnest. He's probably the most boring receiver, boring starter for our skill positions. Still very underrated. That's his second touchdown of the year. All right, we got ourselves a 3rd and 7 here. Chargers trying to remove the momentum we gained on that last drive. We are trying to keep the momentum. Watch 83. Watch 83. Come on. At least throw the hit stick every time he does scramble. See if that wear and tear starts to show some effect. Oh, man. No. That is terrible. Justin Herbert's owning. He is absolutely owning. That has got, like, our pass rush just ran right by him on the play action. God damn it, man. How come the social media quarterback's playing good this week? Of course. Conklin's Gronklin over here. God damn it, man. How? Okay, first of all, fuck this guy. What is your rating, sir? You've broken legitimately 4 tackles on 2 touchdowns. You're like a 97? 75, okay. Fucking Gronklin. Ah, god damn it. Oh my god, get the gong, baby! Let's go, we're back! Alright. I mean, no timeouts, just let's take the points. I believe we get the ball to start the second half, too. Another one to Bowers. Get his X Factor enabled. Man, Jeanty is just so smooth behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, okay, Jacoby. Almost lost the first down, but got it. We'll focus on the positives. Old man Geno. Sometimes I forget he's an old man. 3rd and 11. Let's go, Brock. Now, if we're going all the way back to preseason again, our team leader in touchdowns is J.J. Pegues. And he is in for another. Oh, man, I got to figure out how to do the worm. We're going to go for 2 here. Try to make it a field goal game. And we're able to get it. Great drive. Great response. Perfect way to start the second half. Now let's see if our defense has woken up and figured it out. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Can the Raiders keep all their momentum? Or are we going to drop Maxx Crosby back into coverage? Because that's what this team needs. Oh, there we go. Tyree Wilson. 2nd PBU of the drive. Ball back to the Raiders offense. Give credit where credit's due, man. They've taken away Ashton Jeanty for the most part. 2.3 yards per carry, 10 carries. We just got to find more creative ways to get him the football. Like that. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, Derwin James. Woo. Keep the run going. There we go, Jeanty heating up. I mean, as opposing team's defense slow down in the second half, that's where Michael Myers here is going to heat up. We got ourselves some double slants. I'm going to put Jeanty in pass pro here. We'll see. No turnovers. Oh, that's... I mean, I wasn't going to get it either way. Let's tie this game up. God, Fucking Conklin, dude. And it's that's his 5th broken tackle of the game. Man. It's just too easy, dude. They were so efficient. You know? Maybe we got a false sense of confidence being able to go up against Christian Gonzalez, week 1 of the Patriots. And you come up with a bunch of no-names, the Chargers. And they're shutting our whole operation down. And then we had a chance to get it to Thornton there. And it's, you know, that's what this game is, honestly. This matchup and why we're not winning right now is the Chargers role players have been more impactful than our stars. Who was that? And first of all, okay, who was that in coverage? Second of all, that's their D tackle. Like, they have that Matlock guy, right, at D tackle. He just broke another tackle. So, like, the amount of everybody breaking tackles on the Chargers, I mean, I don't know. We're going to have to probably look at overall defensive plus whatever, plus 4 tackling buffs for our weekly strategy, because this is going to be a very long season. If role players on the Chargers, not star talent, role players are breaking tackles like that. If this was Ladd McConkey, you know, or even Keenan Allen, I'd go, you know what? That's just, they're having a good day. Their best players are having a good day. But we're in a spot where, like, Conklin, we're in a spot where Matlock, you know, and this is just a real bad day at the office for the Raiders. Because on top of that, Justin Herbert's perfect. Can't do no wrong. Everything, you know, they got so many plays that are guys wide open. And Conklin's unstoppable. We just got all batted. That's the best way to put it. We just got the receiving end of a Justin Herbert, and then just give him the fucking win then. Yeah, it's just, you know, checks and balances. Week 1 against Patriots, perfect storm. Everything went right. And this is the opposite of that. Okay, that was kind of sick. We're going to get something in garbage time, at least knowing that Dante Thornton is unreal. It's a good way to salvage something here. Look at this. Look at the cut. You all right? A lot of traffic. Oh, I'm just going to break an ankle of Henley and St. Just. I hate seeing a Canadian get put on a poster like that. Stats, Geno Smith didn't play bad. 360 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But when you look at Justin Herbert, 85% completion percentage, which, you know, this is as all Madden of an all Madden games you're going to get. 4 touchdowns, no picks. He was perfect. We could not stop him. Running the football advantage in this matchup for the 2 players that are probably going to be forever linked in their careers. I mean, either played, you know, I'll give credit to Hampton here with the 3 broke tackles. Our fumble was out of bounds, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But Hampton had 60 yards. Jeanty had 45 plus. You know, he was also, you know, I actually want advantage Jeanty. 9 catches, 135 yards. Just, what the fuck is that, dude? Unbelievable. That's what happened there. Defensively, again, like, oh, Larry Ogunjobi took the game over? Oh, okay. Cool. Silver lining for the win. Thornton got another upgrade point, so we will go right into deep threat and continue to make him a deep threat specialist. Well, we got nice boost there to his deep route running and release. Week 3 is when you get to set your scouts, and we are going to, you know, a lot of focus on quarterback this year. It's weird to say because Geno's played very good for the first 2 games, but, you know, he's still he might retire. There's also a chance, a very real scenario, 34 going 35, that if not regresses to a point where it's just absolutely terrible, you know, he could retire at that age. Looking for a bounce back, we go back on the road against a Commander team that doesn't look anything impressive. I mean, tail of the tape, we are much scarier offensively than the Commanders, but given how our defense played last week, this has got to be viewed as a get-right game for Jaden Daniels and that Commanders offense. Now, I'm not one to hit the panic button and say we have to go find someone in free agency or a trade right now, but I do think it is worth noting, like, some of the guys that could be available on the open market, like Jacorian Bennett, got stashed on the Eagles practice squad. Like, he, with that undeniable speed and athleticism, is very, very appealing. But if our corners in particular continue to miss tackles the way that they're missing tackles, same with our linebackers. I mean, doesn't look like a really good market at all for the linebackers. We do have Troy Anderson, who would be very fun. 6'4", 235, 91 speed, 93 acceleration. Channing Tindall also is a big-time athlete, former Georgia Bulldog, 91 speed, 94 acceleration. But if our guys keep missing tackles, and if this is another piss-poor performance, changes may need to be made. Anything kind of goes for the trade block here. I mean, we got Sidney Brown. I think Mapu at 6'3", 230. Maybe underutilized in New England. That would actually be a potential trade that would be very interesting. Give us a little bit more upside as like a linebacker, in the box type player. Free safety, we have Kalen Bullock from the Texans. That is very surprising that he's on the trade block. They have really terrible cap room, though, so it'd be difficult to make a trade to work out there. At corner, doesn't look much better. To be honest with you, what about linebacker? Mike, we got Damone Clark, nice athlete from the Dallas Cowboys. And we got Christian Harris, another big-time athlete from the Houston Texans. Okay, good to know we got options. Now, I will say, as far as divisional highlights are concerned, we have the Broncos and Colts, and the Broncos have been on fire. Bo Nix playing like, you know, Drew Brees reincarnated as they move undefeated and beat the brakes off the Colts. Okay. Very overrated, playing overrated. We got to go and make sure that we are not the make-right, get-right game for Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. That man bun extra tight this week for Coach Pat Phoenix. Get these boys ready to play. Let's go, Max! That's how we started against the Chargers, and they responded very well. We'll see if the same can be said here for the 0-2 Commanders. Oh, and it's just too easy. Way too easy right there. That's Deebo Samuel. That is a glorified old man running back that just got wide open there and made that sack worthless. Like, and they just fucking catch everything. No way! All right, we're going to stunt Maxx Crosby, and we're going to try our best to show some defensive resilience. And what that was is more of the same shit we saw last week. And far and away our best defensive tackle running out the field. Just keep a tally going at home. I think we gave the Chargers about 10 last week. So let's see even if we could just improve that a little bit. And there's, okay, wide open touchdown to a running back. Sick. Great drive, fellas. Love to see that practice and all that hard work we did in the week changed not a fucking thing. Why are you getting that much depth, 20? And then tackling a ghost. Fuck off. There we go. Jeanty. It's the only thing that sucks about Jeanty. He doesn't have that breakaway speed. Everything else, though, is sensational. Got him. Brock Bowers, that is how you respond in 2 minutes or less. It's one of those things I want to just cry. All mad and bullshit, but like, our tackling sucks. Stokes and Porter, and they're not the ones that are getting exposed here, but Stokes and Porter both have sub 50 tackling, like they're in the 40s. Like, that's not great. We're going with Jamal Adams at main linebacker. You know, he's a converted safety, so I think his tackling's going to be maybe a little cause for concern. Yeah, wide open. Wow. QB blitz there. Okay. It's not great. This is a game that we're going to have to outscore them. Literally, we have to get a touchdown every drive. We're probably not going to win. And, yeah. This is probably going to be the turning point right here. Maybe adjust their catching, knock it down 5 points. See if that makes a little bit. There's no way you catch everything. There's no way you complete, let's go, 100% of your passes every week. Great stand. Get off the field. I will say on this play in particular, I'd love Thornton to be the X. But the play's not meant to go to Thornton. It's meant to go to Brock Bowers. Do it again. Keep pounding the rock. Oh, we got Mostert out here. Don't matter. You have trust. He's a veteran. Remember, he had like 30 touchdowns a year ago for the Dolphins. That's how you respond right there, fellas. I'm more impressed the defense get off the field, to be honest with you. There we go. A little DB blitz action. Love seeing that. Jeremy Chin, the safety, former Commander. There we go. That should do it. Timeout. That works. That is wide. That's as wide open as you're going to get, Brock Bowers. 12 seconds to go. End zone or throwaway? You know what? I'm going to cheese this a little bit. I'm going to put Bowers on a slant. Just want to give him a little bit more depth on this route. Oh, no! Oh, I didn't want to say it on this drive. It was like we've yet to throw a pick. 2 games in, 6 touchdowns, no picks. Damn it. I mean, that's just rushed. That was rushed. That was panicked. Should have just played it safe, played it vanilla, gone for the field goal, gone for the lead, because we get the ball to start the second half. But at least we get to end it with a second sack of the day for Maxx Crosby. We go with our best play. Bring up the big unit. Dylan Parham's left guard. Dylan Parham walking home. There's no way. Get out of here. Great stand, man. Jamal Adams had a great game. Home to a field goal. That's a win. You know, okay, at least gives that a third and manageable. Oh. Fuck, man. Gotta punt it. Can't have 2 straight 4th down fails. Here, another 3rd down. Living and dying on the 3rd downs. Let's go Mad Max. Nothing. Stonewalled. Nothing. Fuck me, man. I'll get Deontay Thornton going. We need a touchdown and a field goal. I feel like this should be a touchdown drive. There we go. Big baby Brock. Come on, man. Fucking block for our dude. Not hard to ask. 4th and 1. Ashton Jeanty. 1 yard, please, sir. Thank you very much. There we go. 3rd sack. Hat trick for Maxx Crosby here today. And how do we follow that up? We've struggled to follow up sacks. It's always just someone wide open. They get most of that yardage back. Get Maxx Crosby X Factor. Let's keep the pressure on. Look, it's just wide open. Get all those yards back. And make it a 3rd and manageable. boys. 3rd and 7. Make the sacks mean something. And it just never does. It never does. Yeah, they want it more. Classic defense. There we go. We'll just set up shop here and start focusing on next week. Cause for concern though, we lost out on Butler and Colton Miller due to injury, so we'll have to get recapped there. But there just comes a point in time where there's a reason why we chose the Raiders. The reason why the Raiders are a fun rebuild, because this team is. Well, there's Colton Miller. Hopefully he's back healthy. This team's not particularly good, and we're feeling it on the defense. Like, it's just so demoralizing when you get a sack. Maxx Crosby 3 sacks, and every one of those 3 sacks was followed up by pure incompetence from there on out. And it's, I don't know. I don't think there's a fix for that. 0 interception streak ends for Geno Smith. But, I mean, we're at a point right now where, like, you know, it was inevitable because our defense is so unreliable and so bad that we have to be aggressive. We can't just take what's there and you know, if it's not there and you let the defense get a win, like, we can't let the defense get a win. So we have to try to force football. We have to be aggressive, and when you're aggressive, that's what happens. But, I mean, just look at that. 25 of 26, 96. So we're gonna adjust the sliders here a little bit because that's, you know, that's not fun. Kind of good news coming up for the games. We leveled up Edge Wizards. So for our pass rush, getting 4 sacks in the game, that's sick. Bad news is the Dallas Cowboys have poached Jalen Walker, our 92 speed linebacker, off our P squad. Lame. Good news is the follow-up. Adam Butler and Colton Miller both are healthy, so it was only a game injury. So we have the Chicago Bears, who are going to be undermanned, missing defensive tackle Javon Dexter, but more importantly, all-pro guard Joe Thuney. Another upgrade to Edge Wizards. We now have +4 power move for all of our edge rushers, which is very nice. At this point, our offense is rolling, so all of our buffs should be on the defensive side of the ball. So we'll go Mr. Dream as well. A great week of practice with 3 of our young upcoming studs all getting upgrades. Ooh, and a +2 for Betts, going from 75 up to a 77. You might have to start getting on the field sooner than later. So I think the plan for Porter is to work on his tackling above all. It's gone up his overall every single time. And look at that. There's a very nice +1 pursuit, +3 tackle. Because, you know, 48 tackling, that is still, you know, we got to get him at least into the 60s. I talked a little bit before, but I think for Jeanty, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate. 1 week we'll go elusive back because that will increase his base rating. And then the next week we'll go receiving back because he is such a weapon for us in the pass game. But we'll go right here to elusive back. Morale is high. He's playing very well. And we've unlocked a new ability slot, which spoils the fact that he does have at least better than a star dev trait, which is kind of obvious. You know what, though? Let's get ahead of this early. Should have done this right away. C on his chest. I just have to confirm as well off of last week's report that Jane Daniels did get Offensive Player of the Week for a 96% completion percentage. And while looking, man, Shedeur Sanders, starting quarterback for the Browns, looking pretty good. A tough test this week as Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears come to town. My worry is their weapons that they have at wide receiver. DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Colson Loveland, Cole Kmet. They want to run both those tight ends. But what I'm seeing is that they have pretty bad defense, pretty bad pass defense, 31st in the league. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities for us to make some plays here. Get right and get back to a 500 record. There we go. Good block there. Happy to have Colton Miller back. Glad that the injury wasn't significant. We don't really have crazy tackle depth. Let's go, Geno! Woo! What a grab! Right back to Thornton. Showing the trust in the rookie. We know how special he could be. What a play. There is a sense. I think everyone out there that's played franchise mode can also, like, when you don't throw a pick, when I'm 2 games in a row no pick, there's always That little bit of like, just don't throw. How long can you go without throwing that turnover? But as soon as you rip that Band-Aid off, you know, you can play free. Play a little, like, I don't know if I'm throwing that if I'm still trying to protect an interception streak. But look at that. Ashton Jeanty razzle-dazzles his way into the end zone. Flexes. And that is the exact start this Raider team needed. But now you can hear that doom and gloom music as it's what the hell is our defense going to look like this week, especially against a dynamic quarterback like Caleb Williams. Not even enough time to enjoy the touchdown because you know it's frustration is probably about to happen. But look at this grab, dude. Patience, letting Powers Johnson get the block on Tremaine Edmonds. That's outstanding execution of a screen pass. And he hits the Costco guys. Maxx Crosby coming off a 3-sack performance going up against a, oh, come on, I want to say work in progress offensive line. But they got weapons, man. DeAndre Swift, can't forget about him. There we go, Mad Max getting home. Fired up that X Factor here early on the drive, but this has been our issue. Get the sack. What do you do after the sack? Follow it up with a big play, or you're going to follow it up with a disappointing play. And we'll see here, 3rd and 15. We know what the trend has been. Like, I can't even, I'm at a point right now I can't celebrate sacks. Because it's like, you get the sack, you know that we're doomed the next play. Great response. That's what we expected. Wish I could say I was surprised. All right, we got a 3rd and 10 midfield. Don't want the drive to stall out here. We could be 4-down territory depending on how this play works. We'll go right to Myers. 4th and 1. Oh boy. Field goal. Take the points. Or trust the best running back in the nation to get 1 yard. This would be the time, though. If we don't get this, I'm going to have to just admit that our short yards run game is not sick. That's all I need, the little dopamine hit to continue to think we can go for it every 4th and short. We'll follow it up going to the big mesh. Brock Bowers runs that route better than anybody in the league. Great response. The shootout continues. Damn it, man. Sometimes you gotta call your own number. Dare you. I dare you, bitch! There you go. This is why I love having Michael Mayer on this team. Such a good tight end, too. Ooh, that's beautiful. Jeanty caps it off. One area. Yards are on point. Touchdowns, a little lacking. It's only going to take a couple games for us to get that right. Look at that, man. Kudos blocking. Great job by the O-line. 3rd and 13. Opening drive of the second half for the Chicago Bears. Let's pin our ears back. Go get after him with Maxx Crosby here. Mad Max. Wins off the edge. Oh, that is a glorified throwaway and a win by the Vegas Raiders defense. All right, we'll get this. Trey Tucker utilizes speed. Geno. He ain't right back. Like, it should be really good for us, and I haven't been able to get it going. Let's try it again here in the red zone. Maybe it's a red zone play for us. Nope, definitely not. Okay, it was just weird, too. Like, you want to look towards the right. And, like, they're always bumping into one another, and they're getting jammed up by the linebackers. Let's get that play out of the playbook. There's nothing there. We'll just take the points, play it safe. Let one of the best in the business do his job.
Mine.
Yes, let's go. First pick. Palomau. Terrible throw by Caleb Williams. Underthrow. Cut off by Palomau. There we go. Our first actual pick of the year. It took a little longer than expected. Still counts. Still feels good. We can build off that. You want a 4th and inches me? I'll 4th and inches you. I'll give you every inch you want. Every inch you want. How are we not? Wait, I got that right. How are we not fucking moving? Let's run into the invisible wall. Oh, yeah, here we go. Switch has been flipped. Oh, Madden, let's go. We got to lock in or we're going to blow it. Just ruin this rock. I think they would settle for a field goal. Let's go, Jamal Adams. Let's see what they're going to do. That's a win. Pretty cowardly, but a win for the defense. Go, Thornton. Just keep getting these first downs. Come on, big sexy makeup for the 4th down failure. Oh, yeah. Draw a little power here. All their timeouts are gone. Would love to finish with a score. Pad our stats a little bit. And there we go. Jeanty is in. No time to have a career day. Hey, let's get some. Hey, garbage time on defense, too. Hey, bring his ass down. That D-line's eating. 5th sack and counting. Oh, no. Come on. Finish this thing with some respect. There we go. Oh, no. No, the averages. God damn it. Whatever. Win's a win. Back on the win column. Great performance. Defense. Got our first pick. Got 5 sacks. Offensively, Jeanty arrival. Pass game outside of the shot plays was methodical. Good bounce back from Geno. Turnover free game. Hey, we're back to 500. Looking at the stats, 64. Actually, you know what? Because we adjusted the slide. Let's see where we're at. 75% for Caleb Williams. It's better than 96. Both quarterbacks, 2 touchdowns. 100 yards exactly. 2 touchdowns there for Ashton Jeanty. Brock Bowers. Jeanty with the hat trick, 1 through the air. Got Thornton going a little bit, which was nice to see. And then defensively is what we love. Fotu, 2 sacks for the nose tackle. We get Jonah. We get Mad Max. 3 TFLs and a sack from Jamal Adams. The perfect timing user pick. It's a good game. We could build off this. We did pick up an injury in that game, though. Our starting rookie right guard, the 71 hitting dev Caleb Rogers, dislocated his elbow. He will be out 3 to 5 weeks. The good news is we have Meredith as a backup, more than capable to start. He's a higher overall. And we were able to level up Edge Wizards again. I think that has us now at level 4, which it is level 4. That's sick. +4 power, +4 finesse for our edge rushers. Then with our injury to Rogers, Pete Meredith, 76 overall, a 5-point upgrade. Doesn't have the ceiling, doesn't have the upside, but we can endure that injury for the next month or so. And now we're here for the final game of the episode against the 2-2 Colts, trying to see which one of these squads is going to get above 500 when all is said and done. We're on the road to Lucas Oil. Kind of surprised the Colts are an 84 overall. Look at the rankings. Offensively, not great. Defensively, tricky. That's probably a fair way to say it, but they have some pretty substantial injuries. They signed or traded for Von Miller. He might have got cut from the Commanders camp. Jonathan Taylor, starting running back, is going to be out, as well as their top corner in Kenny Moore. So a pretty good role for the Vegas Raiders, all things considered. We are getting a very unhealthy Colts team. Off of training this week, we get an upgrade for Brock Bowers, which will go right into vertical threat. Don't really care too much about the possession upgrades with this vertical threat. I mean, he's our wide receiver 1. And I think that's probably how things should go for the most part until, Thornton's ready to, fully be the outside guy, not just a guy that gives us some splash plays every now and again. Bowers is our dude. Here we go at Lucas Oil Stadium on the road. Again, very surprised the Colts are an 84 overall. But guys, like, the rating does fluctuate. As we got Jeff Saturday here hitting the iron. They're down Jonathan Taylor. But there's no way that offense, if it is an 84, is still an 84 with the talent that they're missing. Corner 1 and Kenny Moore, RB1 and Jonathan Taylor. And for us, we are down a starting rookie right guard, but as we mentioned, looking at the depth chart, we'll be fine. Is to watch the legs of Anthony Richardson. That is the big selling point of Madden 26, is opposing teams' quarterbacks play like opposing teams' quarterbacks. So we are going to have to keep an eye on that, especially after, you know, just in this episode alone, Justin Herbert has given us some trouble. Jaden Daniels has given us some trouble. So let's keep mindful of that. We have a couple good plays. How about Maxx Crosby? X factor of firing on this opening drive. Can we let a statement be known? And yes, we can. Initial pressure by 30, cleaned up by Maxx Crosby, and that is Darnay Holmes. And the Raiders, outstanding start. Third dead opening drive, not a hot start. Ooh, tough grab first. Let's go, Jacoby Myers. I thought that was a drop. Oh, broken tackle, Thornton. Everyone knows he's good. There's no, you know, sleeper. Deontay Thornton is a sleeper. Deontay Thornton, on paper, was like the funnest rookie in a minute. But he also feels like he has those hidden Madden stats where he's just better than his rating. This is a guy that catches everything, constantly gets break tackles, and he doesn't have like a huge freak of nature athletic build. He's not like Megatron, he's kind of, you know, the memes are like Megatron. He's just kind of straight line speed. Like his jumping's in the 80s. He doesn't have crazy agility or change of direction, but man, it feels like he's the best player in this game. Now we got a lot of speed running. Kind of meshes here. Two fastest wide receivers. We'll go right back to Thornton, who gets the edge and will find the end zone. Dante Thornton. We might have a little bit of a rivalry for Offensive Rookie of the Year. With him and Jeanty, the way they're playing. I ain't mad about a little friendly competition. Let's get this crowd out of this game. Great drive. Oh, bring his ass down. Let's go 5-7. And Bortolini, who I think is the starting center for the Colts, he's down. Oh, here we go. Let's line up Tyler Warren. Let's go. 3rd and 19. What do you got, rookie? Oh, again. Maxx Crosby. What a beast. That tight end 2. Who could be a tight end 1 on a lot of teams, I think. Michael Mayer. No, nothing there. Take the points. Oh my God, dude. The interior. Adam Butler now. What is that, our 4th sack of the first half? Going against a backup center. Come on, Chin. Better angle, buddy. Oh, we get picked up, but hey, it is Butler. 5th sack of the first half. Raiders dominating the line of scrimmage. Let's keep it going. Number 1, he wants to go to Josh Downs. Screwed that one up. Come on, fellas. 3 missed tackles. Third and 3, potentially already in field goal range. Gotta make sure we don't take a loss here. See if we actually get this to Jacoby Myers real quick. And look at the way he's able to accelerate. Not known for speed, but that is the 2nd time this episode Jacoby Myers has got open and housed it. I think he's like in the 80s, high 80s for speed. Does not feel that way. Terrible tackle angle by 32. And then it's gone. What a response. We needed that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I could make a break on that. My eyes got big. I was like, oh, that's just, I mean, that's 5 yards. He had to... you know what? I appreciate the aggressiveness of myself in that situation. Rather than, let's be honest, probably going to get beat anyway. Stoke is like 47 tackling. Gambled and didn't work. Screen passes are also one of our active play sheets. I actually haven't really ran many of those. Let's see how well they work. Oh! They work very well. That is how you start the second half. Ashton Jeanty will never get easier yards in his NFL career. And the Raheem Mostert, old man, still shows the Jets. And I bet you the Colts are like, all right, Jeanty's catching his breath. We should be good. We should be fine. And Raheem Mostert says, I already quoted this, probably misquote. How many years ago? 2 years ago with the Dolphins? He had like 20 rushing touchdowns in that season. That player's still there. Oh, another one. Gonna split that one, but that was all Maxx Crosby. But you know what? I'm happy Tyree Wilson getting some confidence as well on the other side. 6th sack and counting. Oh my God, another one. It balls out. Adam Butler is having a career day. He's got to step up with Christian Wilkins getting cut. Read option. Oh, you got to come up and make that hit. Man, this is shaping up to be a how are the Colts still in this game in the fourth quarter type of game. Like we've been smashing them.
Come on.
Make him earn it. There we go. And Adam Butler again.
Ready.
3rd and goal. I mean, they got to be in 4-down territory here at home. Jermaine Pratt here on Tyler Warren. I don't love the matchup. No. That's a classic. That's just Anthony Richardson of a passing grade. They might take the points. Okay. No, let's just, I mean, cover one's been working. Ooh. I do not love linebacker on Josh Downs. Oh, and it doesn't matter. Anyways. Oh, no. I like Michael Mayer's depth, but... Okay. I mean, he didn't go to the locker room. Maybe it's a stinger. But Michael Mayer, I mean, confidence. Michael Mayer can do the job. That man holds on. Injury report. Bruised ribs. Okay. We're good. We're good. Nothing serious. Is it ever? 10 catches, 103 yards for Thornton. Love it. I bet you everyone thought I was going slant to Thornton. I know my route runners. Sick. What a drive. Oh, that's just unnecessary aggressiveness. Okay, right there. You gotta jump, dude. DB out there doesn't even jump on the ball. And they find the rookie, first round pick, Tyler Warren, who I did think would be a lot more of a problem than what he has been today. Do you see what I see? Come on. Come on now. Come on now! You ain't gonna do that to me. You only get, Broken clocks are right at least once a day. You give me one press. No safety. 6'5". 96, what is it, 96 speed? Game over. He is so fucking hard to bring down. God, they're not going away. Why won't you die? Step up! Holy fuck! What are you doing? Set up the hands team. There we go. Jack Betch. Get out of here. Oh, it's late. But unbelievable defending. Jesus. So it's a win. Feels like a win. Feels like a good win. Defensively, I don't know why we're showing Jamal Adams. That was probably the worst defensive play I can remember. Quite some time. But despite the ineptness of our defense, our offense was on point. And that day, there's nothing else. It's a dagger. That dagger. The Dante Thornton right here. Put that game away. Money, dude. Now we're going to ignore the fact that Anthony Richardson had 86% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Again, try to figure out the sliders as we go along. But, I mean, I feel like our opponents are going to be saying the same thing, man. Geno Smith, where are the sliders to stop us? Carving up the defense. 4 touchdowns, no picks. Run game was, you know, a little less. But Jeanty still got his. 5 catches, 82 yards. But Dante Thornton, 12 catches, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. We got a chance for our first Offensive Player of the Week award. Jacoby Myers had a great game as well. Luckily, we were able to get out of that. Brock Bowers' injury was not serious. The pass rush was on point. A hat trick of sacks on 5 TFLs for Adam Butler. 2 sacks for Mad Max. We got Jonah Pratt and Wilson. Splitting some sacks there as well. I mean, I don't want to be harsh on the defense. I love those sacks, but just garbage. I mean, it wasn't even really garbage time. The game was close. You can't let Anthony Richardson dice you up like that. With that big performance, Thornton gets an upgrade, and we'll go playmaker this time. It's close enough. Make him a little bit more of a scheme fit. And he's not just running and winning for us with the deep ball. We're using him at all levels of the passing game, so that +2 short, +3 medium is certainly going to help. I mean, area that we want to work on, I think for how overpowered he can be, that release is certainly something we want to see jump up a little bit. It'd be nice to get his catching into the 80s as well. Should be able to level up Mr. Pat Phoenix to 5. Off that win, screen game, play sheet, upgrade. And we get a base unlock here for the air raid gun play sheet. Hey, we'll use that at some point. Ooh, to end the episode, look at what we got. A breakout for receiver. Can only imagine who that's for. I'm going to say, who beat us for Offensive Player of the Week? Thornton should have had a lock, and of course, it's Anthony Richardson. So that'll do for episode 2 of our Vegas Raiders Madden 26 franchise mode. If you are stopping by for the very first time, you enjoyed what you see, it's only the beginning of Madden 26 season of Raiders franchise. We got rebuilds coming. We got college football 26 rebuilds coming and dynasty mode. You're not going to want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button as we are now working and setting our goals on hitting 200,000 subscribers here on the channel. If you want to know how to help the video, how to help the channel, it is our battle. Every single upload to compete with the YouTube algorithm. There's still people here with me being almost 15 years on YouTube don't know I exist. And I think we do some pretty cool franchise content so to help with the video discoverability. The likes, the comments for the algorithm are always appreciated. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.